All right, YouTube, we got a little time before I get to my next destination to knock out another one of these topics, and that we getting back to the money. So sometimes you learn what to do before you actually do it, and sometimes you learn what to do after you fail. But when you know something, you know something. And one thing I know is what I'm about to talk about is that budgeting. I want to get back on the budgeting thing. It's not the most important thing, but it is important because it can cause, if you don't budget, it can cause your money to disappear. If you do budget, it'll cause your money to appear and to remain. So I want to get into this, and I know my hands are ashy. So what? Now, what y'all want me to carry a bottle of lotion around with me? Come to Milwaukee, your hands be ashy too. I'm just saying. But one thing that I done start doing is I write out like all my incomes, what I'm gonna do with it, and I stick to it. And I don't care. Oh, this is due, that's due. No, ain't nothing due until I do everything I gotta do. D-O. Ain't nothing D-U-E until I do D-O, everything I gotta D-O. So I think you already know, I always say you should save first. F these people and their opinions. You know, you should always save first, even if you don't got that much money. Like what you gonna keep, you should take that out first. Every time you receive any money, every time, remember. Well, I can't say remember because I don't know if y'all went to my other channel. One of the character traits that I said, and I listed it as number one, is consistency. I know from times of being inconsistent that it can just disrupt your whole finances. I remember the days when I wrote everything down and I was doing great. I stopped writing it down, stuff just started spiraling out of control. And so that's why I tell you, every piece of money you get, go grab your notebook that I told you should have. Write down every dime and what you're going to do with it. And what you're saving, take that out first. Take it out. So if you one of them card people, you want to pay everything by card, I wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't suggest that you save on the card, although that money is going to be available on your card. I would suggest that you find a safe place, or that you have a whole separate account for the money that you save in your bank account. So, and I'm going to be pausing in a minute, but you save what you're going to save first, but budgeting is important. And so I think that your budgeting should be based on your pay frequency, that you should calculate all of your bills. Even if you're not good with math, just use a calculator. Calculate all your bills, and if you get paid every week, divide it by 4. Each bill, how much it is, divided by 4. So if it's $7.50, you say $7.50 divided by 4. And that's every week. If you pay your bills out the bank, that's what you got to leave for that bill. And so you do that with all your bills. Then you look at your check or whatever, and when you make a withdrawal, you withdraw that which you're not saving and leaving for bills or purchases. So if you say, well, I'm going to save, I got a big safe nailed to the floor, then that means you got to take out what you're going to save. It's like little stuff that we don't do that causes us to mess ourselves up. So like me, I'm 100% self-employed. So mine is daily. Now I got a couple things that I said, okay, I'm gonna start withdrawing weekly, even though I can do it daily. I said I'm gonna start withdrawing it weekly. Just kind of staggered. And I might even, like, depending on how good I could do, I might even have, like, start one where I withdraw every 2 weeks. So I have one weekly, one every 2 weeks. And when I really do good, I'm going to have another one, because I got a lot of them, y'all, that I'm going to withdraw once a month. Everything else is going to be daily. But it's going to take probably for me to move to Arizona to be able to do it like that, where I'm making more, more people, more opportunities for sales and deliveries and oh man, it's gloomy out here, making me sleepy. So on and so forth. I gotta see this address. So yeah, budgeting is definitely important, and I don't doubt it. But have y'all ever noticed, like, the people who rely on just budgeting, how they never get over the hump? They got coupons for everything, take the cheap route for everything, but they still be broke. That's because budgeting was never intended to be upfront. In fact, I think budgeting and investing are to maintain money, not to acquire and accumulate it. You acquire and accumulate it, in my opinion, by saving and by earning. And can't nobody prove me wrong. Y'all try to make investing so important. Well, one of these days I'm gonna show y'all my investments. I'm gonna show y'all twice. And it's gonna be in between time. Like, I'm gonna show y'all once, and then 2 months later I'm gonna show y'all again. And then y'all see why I think it's part of the equation, but not a big part. You gotta have incomes, and you gotta save from those incomes. Then you'll start to see your money grow. And you have to take some type of risk that could possibly bring you more money. Sometimes you might not get it, but hey, if you saving consistently, even that money that you risk to bring more money ain't gonna break you. As long as you don't overdo it and you don't get extreme with it, it's not gonna break you. It's just gonna, like, you don't want to even think about it. Like, you say, okay, this is my risk money. I call it risk money. Like, you impulsively risk it, that'll catch up with you quick. But if you have planned risk, like, okay, I'm gonna take a chance with this. I'm gonna take $100. I'm gonna take a chance with them. Give me $100 Powerball, or I'm gonna go to the casino with $100, or I'm gonna give me some flyers and put my phone number on here and try to sell my business with $100. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about when I say impulse risk. That's what I'm talking about. So, but budgeting, you want to do that based on your pay frequency. And if you got different pay frequencies, like if you got like what I was telling you I want to do, so then you still write down all those pays and those pay frequencies, and you budget out of that. Or you might just say, okay, I'm gonna pay all of my bills. Even if you only had 2 income, you say, I'm gonna pay all of my bills out of this income, and I'm gonna save all of my second income. Or you say, I'm gonna pay all my bills out of this, and then half of my other income I'm gonna save, and the other half I'm just gonna have fun with it. Either way, you still moving up. You still moving up. Y'all need to check out my other channel, Financial Advice for Broke People. And the reason why I called it that is because a lot of the advice we hearing is not for broke people. It's not for people who are broke trying to get ahead. It's for people that's already ahead. A lot of what we hear. You don't tell nobody that's broke to put all of their money in no Bitcoin or no investment. That's goofy. That's goofy even if you live with your mama and ain't got no bills. You still don't want to do that. Because you basically putting 100% of what you make in the hands of another. And the fate, FATE, of 100% of what you make in the hands of another.